Hello. 5:58 a.m. CET on Moon Day. Gregorian calendar, 20th of January, 2025. I'm welcoming everyone connected. I am acknowledging the land, the animals, nature. I'm acknowledging all friends and families in all dimensions. This is dedicated to all the children in all dimensions, in particular those that are newly born, in recent years and years to come. Hello and welcome. We are love. You are loved. All the projects, all that is created via this voice, and all images that are shared with me are particularly created for the new generations or those that feel themselves and please research these terms: indigos, crystals, rainbows, really all of us are star-seeded here on Earth. Some of us come from far away galaxies. And just to say, those with cell memories of any of the cataclysms, whether these are conflicts in the Orion Nebula or the theme of what is rare for it, Atlantis. No being was ever responsible for the apparent destruction which is true and not true. As if you feel any responsibility or guilt, it is because you trusted what others said, shared, and did, and you may have found yourself on the other side, supporting the opposite of peace and harmony. Because for whatever reason, your intuition was impaired and confused and overwhelmed, and things were created that were not real, and fear for your offspring, your families, your homes, your planets made you side with a vision that we did not create. My love to you. After the Western tropical zodiac, the asteroid Atlantis, according to, amongst others, is traveling through Scorpio. Then Libra, and later in the year, early Sagittarius. It started on the 9th of January, and being in a water sign, it corresponds to Mars in Cancer and the stellium transits, including Neptune, who's been there for a long time, and the end degrees of Pisces, but also the lunar north node, Saturn, Venus, and I think Mercury is on its way. Plus, there are a handful also outer space objects, Kuiper belt objects, and there are other. So this is a grand water trine. However, depending which houses you have this in, it relates to the ruler of the house and other planets, and also just to say the spectrum of what is called the blue ray has many facets, and if you have researched color theory or researched the visible bands of light, there is a connection with all heart frequencies, hertz frequencies, which is also only a frequency agreement on Earth, as well as color frequencies, but many of us perceive color not as a two-dimensional representation, but in a multi-dimensional, and so it is more like the mother of pearl type, fluorescent, iridescent, see-through, maybe like particularly cut glass, cut crystal in fact. And just to say, all crystal vibration, including that what we name diamonds, that have been created here on Earth with the ages of the stars, have a connection. Excuse me, there is some clearing happening right now. Let's breathe. I trust that there is a new platform where I can share this and other projects as a YT just informed my inbox that the privilege of citing other websites I can no longer apparently do. So I have tried to spread the word about the great work that has been done and was done and weaves together of many, many, many heart-based souls, simply to support sharing the embodiment of these souls, their projects, and all those that came before, just to honor the connection and to support freely available information, or let's say its confirmation, as there are many that are not online, that are not on the internet, and that are not having a public face, and nevertheless They hold the love for all galaxies and all beings in their heart, breathing, living their lives, often maybe judged by their appearance and possibly categorized by their lack of material possessions. Never mind. Life here has been intense. However, our ancestors managed, and we are managing. And so, and so the womb of the stars, or the wombs of all stars, lies far, far, far away in other galaxies at the same time, directly connected through the portals on in the night sky and on this beautiful planet. Let's breathe. Really, my spirit and my person, my multi-D beingness, felt to share with you the vibrations connected to so-called self-worth. My brain is not up to the task today to give you all the information that my heart is feeling. However, as I tried tuning in and let it go, and then other themes appeared. It's like a telegram from the star nations. And in my last recording, I shared with you this inaugural meeting in the supergalactic center. Oh, and then I'm aware of the date today, and I'm aware of how many are holding on still to polarity. And I speak into this ether via this microphone, and I apologize that my setup is far from the best of all equipment, never mind. Even if not all frequencies of this voice and how it is being captured can be received and perceived by the equipment and by you. We are simply overwriting this limitation. And so I trust that from my heart to yours, the transmission's working beyond these limitations. And from my lens, when I record these chats, the physical sensations and the fields I touch with these inner outer multi-D journeys within the field of the physical place called home, where I am and where you are in all its vibration. I was distracted just now. It happens. We are in changing times, and with the changing sleeping patterns and all these transformations, transmutations, this alchemistic work, this is and work. mm, it's not the right word. Let's call it the celebration and jubilation that my heart feels to be able to perceive and transcribe for all of us what is being shared with this being is abundance, is a joy, is nevertheless requiring a lot of focus of this being in all dimensions, including the physical embodiment that happens as I share with you these voice vibrations. Let's breathe into those areas where you just now feeling tension, possibly resulting in what is named on earth Personal, authentic information notices, meaning pain. It basically shows you where some love is required and where you have picked up the memory of those that were here before us, and whilst there is no time and space, those that come after us, but as we are in a no moment, we can acknowledge these sensations, these nudges, and breathe into them and let them flow. I am not sure I will be able to impart what is behind the symbol of self worth, self word, word of the selves. So why do many of us face challenges with the vibration of abundance and an ease of having being given resources that we require to create a home, provide nourishment to our loved ones, near and far, and creating an environment so our being can connect clarity, self-heal, and being nurtured and having the right temperature adjustment, the right nourishment intake, and the ease of being able to travel or, well, simply follow the nudges of our being to where we feel we need to be. And some of us may not be able to move or are required to be in your sacred cave for many reasons. And so just please remind yourself every home is on a sacred side, if you want to use the word sacred. Any cell in our body, and so any cell on earth is is a special place. Let's breathe. So what is this air around self-worth, or let's call it a lack of, and not coming from a judging point, coming from discernment? Why is there a feeling that keeps appearing? And from an astrological point of view, it's connected to Venus. It's connected to the second house, and it's connected to Sagittarius or to Jupiter. Um, these are all traditional classical values, and they're never one-dimensional. In fact, through any house, through any planet, you can connect with self-worth. First of all, please let go of any pressure or any judgment to why you could not live your dreams so far, why you feel maybe the time has passed, loved ones have gone, and so it feels almost like missed opportunities, living life here for decades, giving your best. And if the material mm, manifestation of wealth, of prosperity, of material things does not happen, we automatically judge that there is a lack of integrity because we're not doing well. And this is an old notion from the patriarchal, dualistic, um, Piscean, and before that, way of thinking. There is no such thing as lack of self-worth as your birthright is to be yourself and be seen and be heard and be provided for on all levels. However, we've been moving through different bands of memories, ancestral DNA, yeah, events on Earth that are recorded in the molecular structure of the elements, the soil, the land. And you see, there are stones here, bricks here, wood here, that has experienced the last 4 generations or the last 7 or the forever then, because whatever building dwelling was here before the brick one, and the connection of the energetic lines to excuse me, other points in the area has always been connected. So in which way are we tied to this culture on earth that was dominant here, that put the majority, most often the most independent thinking, non-educated, hard working groups. And I'm sorry, it gets a bit nebulous right now. There are energies coming in as I speak, and the energy is like a pendulum, distracting me from focusing to the still point. It feels that this is part one and the energies are working so intensely that I may have to retreat in a moment. Okay. Um, Time to say good night here and we choose peace. We choose harmonic connections. We choose authenticity, fully aware of the multifaceted, multidimensional effect on all of our loved ones. We consciously take steps, are clear with whom we speak, we share our projects with, and we invite authenticity, joy, and being able to live in abundance, to share all that what we receive as double or what we no longer require in gifting it to someone who can make a better use of it or simply requires it. So on a note, just please keep an eye on the animals, the flowers, the trees when you are walking and cherish the information they hold for you. Thank you. This is Blue and this is a focus on themes around the human language word self-worth, self-value, self-confidence, self-sovereignty, but in particular sufficient material abundance to create projects that are part of your dreams. Because it is the reason to be here and it is for the good of all. So, I thank you. Till soon. Peace, sovereignty, freedom, love, abundance of all the essentials that a human life, a true human life requires. So it is. Thank you.